Alright, hey guys, what is up? This lighting is horrible. Let's try to take this down a notch. Let me just explain, okay? First of all, I try to make space buns in my hair, try to make them look like ant antennas. I'm gonna go see Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania. I wanted to vlog this day for so long, and finally we are here. Finally we are here. It's the start of Phase 5. I'm super excited. I was watching Loki, actually, because some people said to watch Loki because of Kang. And Kang being in the last episode of Loki. If you haven't watched it, sorry I spoiled it. But I'm really, really excited. I go in like an hour. But I just wanted to vlog my experience beforehand. And pretty much when I get there, I'm going a little bit earlier than the group of people I'm going with because I want to go take an Instagram picture. Yeah. I'm just going to vlog on my phone. I'm nervous and excited about it. And plus, you know, people are saying like maybe this could be a mix of like it wasn't the best or it was the best, or like Jonathan Majors obviously is going to play a huge role in this because he is the new villain. He is Kang the Conqueror. This is going to be exciting. Without further ado, let's go. So while I wait for my friends, I'm here. You can clearly see what's going on behind me. Let it not be so fucking crazy once I leave because I want to get home safe and I definitely want to get some food after. My biggest theory is that I think Scott is either going to get stuck in the quantum realm or he's just gonna die. Everyone's saying that maybe he's gonna die, maybe he's not gonna die. There's 2 ending credit scenes. I'm nervous because I just don't know what's gonna come about with this. Those are my theories. That's all I have. I feel like since everybody is hyping this movie up so much, I feel as that there is definitely going to be like a great big bang to Phase 5 of Marvel. So this video is a re-upload because the first time I tried to upload it, I got blocked because of the sound that it was of me in the theater reacting to what was on the screen. So you're not getting that part. You're just basically gonna get me talking about the movie. And it's almost been a month since the movie came out. That's what you're gonna end up getting, so sorry about that. Okay, let's do a little recap about this video and about this movie because it has been almost like a month maybe since it came out. I've been a little bit late behind with that because of the reaction videos I've been putting out. So practically, I give this on my ranking because this is my ranking of my 5 top Marvel movies. I know that maybe people might have some thoughts about those, why they're like this, but let me just get into Ant-Man. With Ant-Man, I thought it was going to be a huge movie. It being like the first one of Phase 5, I thought we were going to go out with a bang. Clearly, I was wrong about that. And going into this movie, we kind of like knew maybe little to nothing, or we knew more than we knew from comics about Kang and what we've seen in Loki. In my end, we didn't really see too much about Kang going into this besides what we heard about in Loki and maybe what we heard from different interviews and different stuff about Kang in the beginning. But I was very intrigued about who Kang was going to be for the MCU because he was the next greatest villain. And everyone was saying he was bigger and badder than Thanos. So I took that with a grain of salt, but also like if you're getting a bigger villain than what Thanos did in like Endgame and Infinity Wars and everything after that, like it was a lot. And so clearly I was wrong. Ant-Man did not die, and I had a feeling that he would because of the last trailer that came out that looked like that he maybe would. And I also thought that he was going to get stuck in the quantum realm again. And also kind of almost happened a little bit, but then he ended up getting back, which was pretty good because I did want him to be with Cassie and everyone else. I really liked how they built up the character that is Ant-Man and how he went from nothing really to like being a huge part of the MCU and how important his character is. And I realized that with also learning more about him, watching more of his films and like his roles and like the different things with MCU. So I really liked what they did with the characteristic building of Ant-Man and Scott. Having Catherine, who I think plays Cassie, I think that's her name, what she contributed to the team building with her dad in this film, I thought was fucking incredible. And, you know, the whole Young Avengers series, movie thing, whatever that whole rumor is with maybe Cassie being part of like the Young Avengers, I would love to see that shit. I would love for them to become like a new part of the Avengers. The Avengers have kids. Let's put them all together and let's build that together and, I don't know, make a whole new team. I would love that. And others left that are still like technically Avengers. I would love for them to be a part of that as well, to just like help train everybody and everything with that. It wasn't my favorite, but I really liked how it kind of started off about what we need to know about Chronopolis and Kang, what we need to know about them. Now the ending credit scenes. The ending credit scenes was fucking, blew my fucking mind. Clearly you've seen those in the clips. The first ending credit scene, we got the whole Council of Kangs. We first of all got the 3 Council of Kangs, which I think we're confirmed that it was from Loki, and it was those stones that Loki and Sylvie were like going through before they got to Kang. I was like, okay, that's who they are. But now the fact that that Kang ended up dying in this one, we ended up getting a whole stadium filled of Kangs. And this stadium looks like it could withhold maybe, and like an average stadium can probably hold at least like 65,000 people, or maybe even more or less than that. So it looked like the whole scenes with that, it looked like it was coming directly from a like stadium withholding of all those Kangs from the different universes, the different multiverse and everything. And this being the multiverse saga, I keep forgetting about that this is the saga that we're in. It's a lot to kind of take in with it. So it was definitely something. But knowing that there's more coming, and then this is probably what we're facing with coming along with the Kang dynasty, and how many of these Kangs can appear or be heard about through the next like how many movies that we have leading up to the Kang dynasty, it's gonna be interesting to find a lot of the stuff out. Then the second credit scene, I really liked this one. I really love the second credit scene a lot because it has my baby in it. It's Loki. Loki's one of my favorite people of the MCU, and literally to see him to see Tom Hiddleston on screen, it just makes me so smiley and it makes me so happy, and I was literally internally screaming in the theater. Victor Timely, that is probably a whole different person besides all the Kangs that we've seen. This is maybe like one of the first Kangs variants that we will see, and this is setting up Loki season 2. If Morbius and Loki are in it, it's setting up Loki season 2. And that Victor Timely is probably like one of the first Kangs that are coming back, and what I think is going to happen is that Loki and Morbius are going to go back to where they maybe think the first source of the Kang variant is coming from, and go and figuring it out. Or maybe that this is like the King Kang overall Victor Timely. That's all I can think. I haven't seen any like videos really about him talking too much about it. That's what I think, but I was like very happy to see Loki on the screen. Overall, now listen y'all. Okay, now listen y'all, this is just my opinion, but I think they could have put Multiverse of Madness in this saga, in this phase, because if you think about it, Multiverse of Madness, Multiverse Saga, it kind of goes together if you think about it. And if they rearranged it, having Wakanda Forever being the last one of Phase 4, that was pretty much perfect timing. If they added like a different movie at that beginning one, if we got Guardians maybe before then Love and Thunder, then Wakanda Forever, it would have been kind of a perfect thing, or something else besides the Guardians I was gonna suggest. But if you put Multiverse of Madness, then Ant-Man, and then what's the next one that we're getting? Either Guardians or Captain Marvel, the Marvels. Like, something around changing the timeline is what I'm suggesting. Because the Multiverse of Madness, it goes with it. And that's why, for my ranking, it is now Quantumania and Multiverse of Madness tied together. Because they kind of go together, but also it has the same effect to me as it did there. So that's why it's number 5 together, and the rankings pretty much still stay the same. So that's my overall thoughts about it. I really liked it a lot. If you were a huge MCU fan and you pretty much seen it weeks ago, then you really probably like this movie, or you didn't really like this movie. I don't think it was as bad to me as Love and Thunder was, because Love and Thunder, it was just not it for me. But I really did like Antman and Quantumania a lot. I do want to see it again, just because I want to see if there's any Easter eggs that I missed. Because I know that there is still some in the mix in there that I probably haven't seen yet. But yeah, I say I give it about like a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 7.5 out of 10 if we're gonna do a ranking scale. I thought it was pretty good, but yeah, that's all I have for the ending of this video. If you guys like this and you are looking forward to more reviews about Marvel movies, I definitely want to do this for Guardians when they come up in May. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell notification, that way you know when I upload. And if you want me to do more MCU content, let me know in the comments below. I also do reaction videos for music, and I also do vlogs here and there. But yeah, I love you guys very much, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.